to stream on his own channel with, of course, heavy moderating supervision. More wiping on Zamaja +1 to come. Don't fit! Jesus Christ! And you can hear it echo in your mind. A long, hard wooden staff.
You use Twitch Prime, or you pay $4.99. I want to thank you very much for subscribing. Oh, man. Come on. That's stupid. Now, if you want to use this as a notification, sure, but make sure she's approving, because you ain't gonna be around here stealing my shit. You know what I'm saying? F all that shit. If you gonna use my shit, you didn't even, sure.
Welcome to the OPSEAT Video Podcast. I'm your host, Droopy Joris, Twitch partner and social media director for OPSEAT.
And I'm Glitch Streams, lead editor for OPSEAT.
And today we are joined by Twitch partner, BigCheeseKIT. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello. How do you do?
I am absolutely fantastic over here. And I just wanted to let everybody know that it's an honor to have everybody in here. Now, we created this podcast to introduce you to successful gamers who have used various strategies to build personal brands and make profit with them. Please make sure to like and subscribe wherever you enjoy your live streams or your podcast. And for those of you who have any burning questions or desires to ask BigCheeseKIT, feel free to do it in chat. We'll be trying to answer that throughout the podcast. Now, Big Cheese, for those that may not have heard about the hype train that is BigCheeseKIT, how would you describe your stream?
Unorthodox.
That's pretty good right there.
Like, I think that's the only word I can think of besides mind blown, but unorthodox. Very.
You know what? I gotta agree with that. When I went in to collect clips for your intro, I had absolutely zero trouble finding anything, because like your first probably 3 clips out of the last 7 days, they just had just moments that like I never have seen doing any of these intro clips before.
Yeah,
and they were really something.
Yeah, I try to make my streams as entertaining as possible, because there's nothing else better in the world than to see a smile on somebody's face or make them laugh. I guess you can call me Twitch's Roger Rabbit.
There you go. I'm okay with that. I can deal with it. I can dig it. Now, you've been at the Twitch game for a while, and it's an honor to be able to talk to you now. Since the last time that we talked, like I had the honor of talking to Big Cheese last year, just about 6 days before like a 365-day anniversary of Big Cheese being on the OPSEAT podcast. Now, for those that might not have caught recently or anything like that, when and how did you start, creating content on Twitch?
I was creating content on Twitch like around 2013. I had a Twitch or old school Justin.tv account before it became Twitch, and I was trying to learn how to do it because I was on YouTube first making videos, creating content, and a lot of hilarious stuff there. And then I was trying to learn how to stream. I was like, okay, how do I do this? Okay, Justin.tv, you go here, you generate this, you stream. Man, I'm done. I'm going back to YouTube. So that's how it was at first. But then when I started creating content, it was around 2013. I guess things got more simplistic for my mind, because at that moment, back in like 2009-ish or whatnot, it was like a little too difficult to be streaming. But we created an account, or we made the account active once again in 2013, started streaming, and I was off and on due to, life, so I was trying to balance creating content on YouTube and also trying to learn how to stream. So it was like I was off and on. But we got the ball rolling 4 years later, 2017, and you can say here we are in this wonderful day.
Yeah, exactly. Like here we are. And it has been a momentous year for you on Twitch.
Yes.
It's incredible to just see you like the ball's rolling, and it's not stopped, and it's absolutely incredible. Now,
call me a hamster.
Which makes it you were just playing Super Animal Royale, so
yeah.
I was watching that. I love the beatboxing as you're rolling around. So I mean, like what what would you say has changed drastically for you since the last time we talked? And kind of like, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, pretty much everything, to be honest with you, everything that I have never dreamed of, because like my goal for 2019 was to at least do 3 times as better than I did in 2018. In 2018, I had an average of like 18 viewers, and I was like, okay, we got to do something. We got to change something. Show people that we are able to stream on Twitch, be that person that people come to on Twitch, et cetera, et cetera. And it didn't start until February, and that's when I was viewed by Markiplier. Like honestly, I didn't even know he was watching me until like some of his individuals from his channel was like, yo, Markiplier's watching you. And I'm like, Markiplier? You don't mean the Markiplier,
that
right?
Markiplier?
Yeah. So I was like, they were like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm going to continue playing Tetris. so I was continuing to play Tetris, and we were doing good. And then when I got the win, and then I seen like all his individuals come to my channel, and it was like 3,000, 4,000 viewers at that moment. I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? So like all the gift subs coming in, I was doing all the sub hypes, and I was like, what exactly is going on? So that's when it all started. And since then, it's like that, like being discovered by an individual that has that massive, social reach. It's kind of interesting to see, like, they do watch us, because like I was averaging like, 18, 20 viewers. And then to see him that has millions of followers on all platforms to watch somebody like me, I was like, wow, they really watch us. So that's why I made a video saying like, you never know who's watching you.
Yeah. You
never know. So ever since then, it's just been that. It's been Markiplier, Dr. Lupo, Rare Drop, Bro Man, Gathalion, K Magic, Timmy, all of them. Like it's just been growing ever since. And I just feel like it was one of the most wonderful years of my life, where people actually see my talent, people actually see what I'm capable of, and see what I'm able to do with like 0 to 1,000 viewers in my channel. I'm going to be the same individual that will entertain you.
Exactly. Yeah. Just the level of like production value and everything that you put in your stream, whether you're 18 viewers or the 3,000 when you're screaming Mork, being there in that stream was like one of my favorite moments, and like I just could not stop laughing when I was watching that. And then just how would you say that you best prepare yourself to, prepare yourself for success when other people do watch, that might have this audience?
As far as me preparing myself for success, I'm never prepared for it, because you never know when it comes your way. Like everybody that streams on here, they have a goal set for themselves. You never know when that one person will come and change your entire life and how you feel about everything. That's what happened when Markiplier hit my channel up. I wasn't prepared for it, but I was prepared for embracing everything that happened. And what's crazy about that is when that happened and I contacted him, he hit me back. I was like, oh, this is really Mark. This is really Mark. All right, got it. Okay, I'm good. So, collaborating with him, because we actually played Apex together.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people didn't know, like I think it was that following day we played Apex Legends together. Yep. And preparing to play games with him and learn how he streams on his channel and other individuals stream together. It was like, okay, let me feel the vibe. Let me see how he responds to what I'm saying or things of that nature, just to make sure that we have a good communication when we collaborate.
Yeah.
So that's why I was prepared for that following day, but I wasn't prepared for that that day when everything happened.
Yeah.
So go for it.
So obviously, like, you had this one explosive moment that like really set everything into motion, and like obviously you just can't help but like kind of be in awe of it. I bet even now.
Right.
But since then, you've had just an explosive amount of success, and you've kept yourself going and going and going. And in that, you've been presented a lot of opportunities. So what would you say, since that day, is the is the like golden opportunity that you found the most unexpected and exciting?
The golden opportunity. After that, in June, Guardian Con 2019. When we did the charity event, and I had my very first block. It was from midnight to 4.
Mm-hmm.
I designed like the incentives and got everything set up and got things going. And I was like, wait, what am I gonna do for my intro? I don't know what I'm gonna do for my intro. So I had like the Whitney Houston song playing in the background. I believe the children are the future. Teach me when, let them lead the way. And I was doing the dude from Coming to America. So I got people like laughing and going at that moment. But when I started playing Tetris, that's when they were mind blown. I was like, okay, I got their attention now. So now what's next? So, when the donations and everything came in for St. Jude, shout out to St. Jude, by the way, we were able to do like a little donation hype if it was a certain a number. And when they seen exactly what I did, it was like, what is this? This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Why are you on the late? Why are you on the late box? Like, why are you not in the early? Why do you get on early? I'm like, I'm just doing what I'm doing. So after that occurred, and we went to the Guardian Con event, everybody was like, "Hey man, I saw you, man. You were awesome. You were so good, man. You were just so freaking awesome." I'm like, I never embraced this before because when you stream, you don't expect like a lot of people coming to you saying these things. But when you do something amazing and you do it for a great cause and people know who you are, like Luke from Destiny, from Bungie, he tweeted me. He was like, I've never seen somebody play Tetris, interact with the chat, and do something for a great cause. Y'all go check. He tweeted. I was like, this is Luke's. So that's my biggest moment because it caught a lot of people's attention and it was for a great cause. For the kids. It was for a great cause.
Absolutely.
That was my biggest impact in 2019.
That's incredible. And I mean, like seeing you at a bunch of different events, like I've seen you at different PAX events, I've seen you at TwitchCon, I've seen you at E3. Even just hearing you yell, for the kids, I can't do it like you at all, but like seeing you do that live on stage during like the Tiltify Plaza and stuff, you've made multiple impacts like throughout the year, and you do it all like, I mean, you killed the streaming game, but you also killed, I mean, Tetris, you're so good at Tetris. And it's always a pleasure to watch, but you've been playing a lot of different games this year. You played a lot of Tetris, Call of Duty. Twitch Sings is hilarious when we get to watch you.
Yes. Yes.
Apex,
As far as for the kids, shout out to my bro, Fear Me, because that was created by him. He started it, and then we just let everybody doing it. So shout out to him. But Twitch Sings is amazing. Sorry, I made me to interrupt you. My bad.
You're good. You're good. I mean, it's just it's incredible to see you like go between all these different directories and still be able to like entertain and engage your audience the ways that you do. How do you personally balance the vastly different audiences that these directories bring? Because most people who watch Twitch Sings don't really watch Tetris and vice versa.
Right. So it's all about it's definitely about balance because when they like if I start with Twitch Sings first. And like you have these amount of viewers that ask for this song or to do this song, and oh my God, you're really good at singing, you're really good at dancing, et cetera, et cetera. And then when it moves over to Tetris, I guess it's like a mood change because it's like there's something that they never seen before. Nobody wants to be puzzled by a puzzle game.
Yeah,
they want to see a singing or a dancing type of game. And the way that I engage to them is this: like the same way that you see me on Twitch Sings, I'm the same way on Tetris. I even sing when I'm on Tetris. They were like, "How do you do this stuff?" It's like. It's just my mentality. I am a musically inclined person, and I love to dance. Even when I'm sitting in my chair, I'll be doing a little shoulder moves like Michael Jackson. So I'll be like, I just find ways to keep them, talking, interacting, engaging, and even dancing sometimes. Funny story. There's an individual named Just Moonbeam. I did a song called Ripple, and she messed up her hip doing it. She's gonna be mad at me when she see this, but I hope you feel better. But it's just like engaging with individuals that love what you do, regardless of what game you play. So even if I do sing Twitch Sings, I want people to see what I really do and who I really am. I sing, yes, but I also play video games, and I hope that you enjoy both.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really good thing to kind of have, like to know your identity and to go all the way with it. And really just send it and then find people that work well with it. And on that same note of just like finding your group and, you know, staying true to yourself, can you tell us a little bit more about your Twitch team?
My Twitch team, which one? Because I have, a couple, but if you're talking about Jesus Christ, that's my community. Great individuals. And like I said, our vision is simple. Have fun doing what you love doing. It's video games, but as far as like being consistent and making sure that you are also engaging with your individuals, your viewers, your community as well. Because even though we have a community, as far as one, each individual has their own community.
Yeah.
And what we like to do, like we get together, we have, the community day on Wednesdays or some random days where we play like Pummel Party or we play Tetris 99 as far as password battles. We just get together, have fun, have a lot of laughs, and enjoy each other's company. That's what it's all about. Let's enjoy each other's company, have fun playing games and doing what you love. So that's Jesus Christ. Now, if you're talking about Wombo,
I'm talking about Wombo.
now, if you're talking about Wombo Sports, that's a whole different game.
See, I accidentally almost went the SpongeBob route because like when you were like, which one? I was gonna be like Wombo Sports.
no,
flip it to Wombo.
You're good, but if you're talking about the organization, my organization, Wombo Sports, it's basically the goal is for influencers like myself, athletes, esports players. They get to play video games with their fans and get to know them more, and and same thing with Jesus Crush. Enjoy each other's company and get to know each other. Like, okay, why are you a fan of me? Like, what is it that I do that sparks your life up? Type of thing. But with the athletes and the esports players, we set up events where you can be able to play games with us, chat with us, talk with us, take pictures with us, et cetera, et cetera. Well, with them, the athletes, not me, because I'm still down here, but their story.
Yeah.
But we're a growing organization. We have a lot of athletes on the team. We have Seth Curry from Dallas Mavericks, David Morgan, Jeremiah Searles. We have Malik Monk. We have a lot of athletes that's on the team that love to play video games. They play games with people that that's a fan of them, and just continue to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
I love it, honestly. And I mean, you've done all these things and so many things are coming together this year. Now, I mean, you've been doing it for a while.
Right.
And this year you got, a lot of different spotlights and things like that.
Yes.
Now, during your journey of becoming, the full hype train of BigCheeseKIT, which will not stop rolling, what would you say has been like the most beneficial to your success? Like right place, right time, or being prepared for when these moments were presented?
Kind of both. Because you never know when you're in the right place at the right time. But as far as, I guess, I want to add one to that answer.
Yeah.
Word of mouth. Word of mouth. And sometimes people see your content and they share with others. And it's like, who is this guy? How can I get in contact with him? Oh, you can just hit him up right here. All this stuff is on Twitter or whatever. And that's where like the growth begins, because it's like one person said something to 3 people, 2 out of 3 people passes on to somebody else, to where now, okay, we have these sponsorship opportunities, or now we have these spotlight opportunities or front page opportunities, things of that nature. And it's like, it all starts from word of mouth. I can be in the right place at the right time. I can talk to people, but it's a 50% chance that it can be a yes or it could be a no. So that's how I look at it. It's like, if I'm in the right place at the right time, thank you. But if it's by word of mouth, thank you. Like anything that helps out. I don't take anything for granted, and I'm always have an open ear to any opportunity that comes my way.
Mm-hmm. So absolutely, like being ready for any opportunity that comes your way, like is a major help, and it's what got you to where you are
Right.
today. And I think one of the biggest things that I feel like a lot of creators aren't really ready for, and sometimes can scare them a little bit and cause them to stumble, is when you get that golden raid that you happen to get.
Yes.
And so what would you tell a content creator who, seems a little lost and isn't exactly sure what to do when they get rated or hosted by like something to where it's like, okay, this can really help me if I can sell them?
Right. just be yourself. And if you have a certain niche or a thing that you like to do it. Like if you want people to stay on your channel, or if you want to gain that following or earn that following, have a niche. Like, for an example, when I'm rated, it's the Quad City DJ's intro. It's like, come on, ride that train, but I just do my own words to it. And then I also do like a certain thing where I do my own little freestyle, and it's a song called Party One.
Party One,
to which
sorry.
Yes, that's it. So it's like it gets them. It engages the crowd. It's like, okay, I like this. I like this guy. What is going on right now? So I introduce myself. I show them my talent. I show them who I am, and if they enjoy it, cool. If not, cool, because you get to see who I am. You may come back the second time, like, okay, let me try to come back to this dude's channel and see what's going on. But always have a niche. Don't freak out like crazy. Sometimes you gotta be like, yeah, I got rated. Psych, freak out. Okay, it happened. It's a golden opportunity that you get like once in a lifetime, and if it hits you, freak out. Show it off. Because it's natural. If it's a natural response, do it. Like, to take a breather, drink some water. Like, this not just happening. Let me make sure I see this clear. 4,000 views. Really?
Hello?
Like, this is happening right now. So, just freak out if you need to. It's a natural response. Don't hold it in. Don't, because you're gonna faint. I'm telling you right now, it happens. Okay, I've seen it before. Somebody was rated. It was like, oh my God, I got. And just fainted right in the chair. So you don't want to do that. Just lay it all out. Express yourself. Introduce yourself, and just have fun. Just show people what you're working with. Honestly.
Yeah. So I think one of the biggest pieces of advice that I've ever gotten from like any of my personal content creation friends is when it comes to like showing yourself immediately, it's be unforgivably you.
Yeah.
And would you say, is that kind of where you come from, to where it's just like, I'm going to be the most aggressive version of myself right now, so you get it up front?
Doggone right. You gotta be aggressive. Okay. You gotta come at them full force. Let them know who you are. And if you don't, then you're only giving them half of that. Always be yourself. Don't sugarcoat nothing, because next thing you know, they're going to see that there's Kool-Aid in the water. So we don't want that. We want people to see who you are. So be yourself. Don't apologize for it, because this is who you are. When you don't show who you are, people can see that. So be yourself. If people don't like it when you're being yourself, f them.
Exactly.
Don't say that.
And I think you do it best. Like, I mean, you could be described as like, a very energetic, high energy streamer. And recently this year, you switched to full-time streaming, and I'm sure it's helped a lot to be able to, regain a lot of energy towards content creation in and of itself. And then being a creator nowadays, you kind of split everything up between, nowadays it's Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, it's Twitch, it's creating your clips, doing all your edits, Clutch as well. Yeah.
Wait, what's Clutch?
Clutch is a new social media platform for basically gamers. Yeah.
Oh,
it's the Instagram for gamers. I'm gonna just say that it's pretty dope.
Oh,
today you learned.
That sounds nice.
Do you feel it's better for someone to kind of focus their energy on high energy streams, or splitting that energy between creating content on these other platforms?
Depends on how much energy you're looking to give, but if honestly, I would conserve some energy to make the content. If you are the only one doing it, if you're a one-man band man, 75% of your energy goes into the streaming, and then I would put like 25% of it goes towards your editing, because you gave it all you got on the stream. You don't have to do anything else besides edit, chop it up, edit, upload it to YouTube, Twitter, anywhere that you want to put your videos. The reason why I say that is because you can give it your all on streams, and then as soon as you turn off that stream, first thing you're doing is taking a shower and going to bed. I can admit to that because I did it before.
At
over
least
and over
you
and
take
over
a shower,
again.
yeah.
Yeah, well, of course. You gotta take a shower. You gotta, oil, okay? Moisturize over here, okay? Cocoa
See,
butter,
I'm a
shea butter,
pre-stream
okay?
shower. I want to come in looking fresh and then
Right.
degrade as I go down.
Oh no, see, I can't do that because if I take a shower, stream, get all hype, get all sweaty again, I gotta take another shower. Okay, I don't mind doing that, but at the end of the day, I'm taking my 2 showers a day. Leave me alone, all right? But
that seat residue. Oh,
exactly. Yeah, but looking like OPC, you don't want that. You don't want the ripples. You don't want that work. But no, it's it's like conserving your energy at least to make some content. And I know people that streams like 7-8 hours a day or 10 to 12 hours a day. Imagine going through all of that footage and trying to make sure that all the energy that you've given for the stream, you got to put the energy towards editing those type of videos. It will be tiring, but that's why I say conserve your energy for where when you do edit your videos, you will give them some good highlights. You'll give them some good footage, some funny moments, etc.
Or I mean, you can hire an editor. What's up, OPC?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all hiring, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I mean, with everything that's happened over the years that you've been creating content, especially the recent year, I'm sure you've like learned a couple tips, tricks, things like that, or you've learned to make proper changes with your channel that you didn't necessarily have to do before.
Right.
What are some of your favorite, changes you've made to your channel over the year?
The changes I made over the year, most definitely like the quality of my streams overall. I upgraded my camera, upgraded my microphone. I actually invested in a looping station. So like when you hear the music, it's live. It's not like anything that was pre-made or anything like that. So those small improvements improved my channel. And the one thing that I didn't get to do last year that I am doing this year is updating my whole everything on stream, everything. So it's not only just the overlay or anything like that. I'm talking about badges. I'm talking about emotes. I'm updating everything. And I wish it was something I did last year because people will see, okay, yeah, he's really, he has this channel to where everything is organized. Everything is so well. Look how many subs he has. Look at the latest follower. All the stuff here. But I showed it, but I didn't show it 100%. So the upgrades that I am making, it will continue to be quality. But now it's time to give the community what they asked for. Because this year is all about y'all. Okay? The community.
The community. And it's I very much look forward to it because I mean I found you through the OPSEAT podcast, but like to be able to see where you were before the podcast and where you are now,
right?
I'm gonna say it a lot. It's amazing. It's really cool to see like one of my friends just be able to just like blossom into this amazing creator, or just being. I mean, you've always been this amazing creator, but like to see you be able to utilize the tools that you have and everything, it's really fantastic. Now, you've never wanted to make a big cheese cry before. Now, realistically, there are a lot of situations that you've been able to, be put into that not a lot of people would have, like the initial reach out with Markiplier or working with people with Guardian Con. How would you prepare yourself to work with creators that you love and respect? Like, how do you go about approaching them and starting these conversations?
Let me see here. Well, first things first, if it's face to face, you gotta greet them, give them a hug or shake their hand and ask how their day doing, like a regular conversation. Just some people just be like, "Hey, what's up, collab?"
Here's my business card, by the way.
Oh my god,
it's just so aggressive. It's like there's no. Okay, tell me about your company. Tell me about the history of the company. It's called a business relationship for a reason. Some people just want to have sponsors. Some people just want to do collaborations with people who don't know anything about them. Like for an example, Dr. Lupo, one of my favorite streamers. He's a complete goofball in person. Okay, I can say this because I've talked with this guy a lot of times. I haven't really shot my shot with Dr. Lupo as far as playing video games with him, because I understand he's a very busy individual and have very busy friends like Tatman, Ninja, etc. But if I was to talk with Lupo, for an example, if I wanted to just like DM him and be like, hey, Dr. Lupo, I know you're a busy individual. You have a lot of things going on, but I would like to know, how is it that I can be able to help with any event that you have going on in the future, as far as like a charity program or anything of that nature? You know, how is it that we can be able to do something together where we can do something for a great cause? So that way you already pitched what you want to do. You already pitched that you want to do something for a cause and you want to do something with him. Now, there is a high chance that it will happen, because me and Dr. Lupo, we do have a relationship. We have a, you know, I wouldn't say a love-hate. It's more like a love-love, because, you know, it's too much love for him. But, you know, like sometimes you can't be aggressive. You can't just go in straight to the point and ask, you know. You can't just be like, hey, you, me, let's do it right now. And
What?
Yeah, exactly. So it can't be like that. You know, you just have to have a conversation. How your day going? Everything good? Everything straight? I saw the stream last night. You know, somebody try to give you a hard time. You know, you cool? Like, build it up first before you try to pitch what you want to pitch.
Yeah.
That's my honest opinion about it.
I feel like that's something that happens a lot in you know, present day Twitch. It's like people just kind of throw collaborations around, and then you can tell they obviously don't know each other at all. So you're just kind of like, you're getting this awkward sort of dialogue to where like jokes aren't landing correctly. There's no real chemistry.
Right.
And so it can just kind of lead to like this awkward hurdle.
Yeah.
In videos or streams or whatever.
Yes.
But you know, other than that, I assume you've never run into a hurdle like that, but are there any major hurdles that you've run into in your experience with, you know, growing your channel that you just didn't expect, and how did you overcome them?
I would have to say, as far as like one hurdle, I was not sure that this was ever going to happen, ever. And this was a couple of years ago, actually. It was Professor Broman, me and Professor Broman. Like, the crazy thing is, we are both Virgos. We're both goofy as hell. But this like, I didn't expect for him to contact me to be on his podcast. And, you know, it was like, wait, what? Like, I was just, you know, I was just, responding to somebody else saying something bad or saying something about people growing up in poverty, because, you know, me, I grew up from that. You know, I was homeless as a child, as a teen, as an adult. And people don't understand that, like this. Yes, there are people out there that has a bad childhood growing up. They don't have that same experience as somebody else. So when I responded back to the individual that was saying something about it, Broman was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. I would like to have you on my podcast to talk about that. I was like, wait, you really want to talk about this? Like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's set it up. And he contacted me, and we had a great podcast. I was his first guest ever on his Broman podcast. So that's history. Another thing that was a hurdle was Gothalion. He invited me to join his Jam podcast. I'm like, on a Wednesday? I work on Wednesdays. I can't do this. So he was like, is there any day that you can be able to come? Like, could you please like take the day off? Like, we really want you to come. I was like, I gotta use my PTO to come do this stuff. so I said I took my PTO off, and you know, I went on the Jam podcast, and you know, I didn't think that I would actually click with all of them, but we made a wonderful, wonderful podcast together. And sometimes those hurdles, they may be difficult to jump over, but my big self got over them, and history has been made in my history book. I can't say for anybody else, but just jumping hurdles, to do things, to make certain sacrifices, to make sure that you are able to do what's best for you and your channel to rise or to blossom, and that happened. So I'm proud of myself for that, for taking that step.
And I think all of us here at OPSEAT are proud of you for that. I mean, I personally, I think I'm able to communicate with you the most through OPSEAT, and just I've gotten to know you through a bunch of events, and I've gotten to talk to you, you know, face to face multiple times. I love Big Cheese, you know, and it's really exciting to see what he's going to be doing. And I'm kind of curious, besides like some of the channel layouts and things like that, the badges and like all the amazing, just legwork and stuff that you're going to bring to the community, what other big plans are in the works for, you and your channel this year for 2020? Because I know last time you were saying you wanted to triple from 2018. 2019, you certainly did that.
Yeah. So
Some might say.
Yeah. So the same goal that I have for last year, I want it for this year. It's going to be a lot more difficult due to the fact that since we already accomplished the goal of averaging triple, so that 18, 36, 50 something. So now we have to do like, we have to at least average like 1 something or 120, 150 something as far as this year. I'm not going to lose hope on that goal because, like I said, I feel like I am very talented enough. I am an engaging person. I have a charismatic personality, and you're gonna love me. Okay, you're going to love
I
me.
can't even lie. When I looked up your clips, I immediately DM'd Drew and I was like, "Does Cheese need an editor?" Like, I was just like, I love his personality so much.
Well, and you know what's crazy is that I've been on YouTube or creating content for over 15 years, and when you put a lot, like you say, a lot of energy towards one thing, it's like, man, I need an editor. like all this content, all this stuff that I have here, I really need an editor, man. Like, but I mean, I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely thinking about it for sure.
Allow me to offer you my card.
Yeah, man, send me an email, man. We're gonna talk. We're gonna discuss some things. Let me see what you got. But I've really been trying, trying to get myself back onto making more content for different channels besides Twitch. Granted, I'm growing on Twitch and I'm happy about that. Very happy about that. But I want people from the other side of the world, like YouTube, like Twitter, Instagram, etc. I want them to be able to say, hey, I saw you on Instagram and I'm going to follow you on Twitch. Or, hey, I saw you on YouTube and I'm going to follow you on Twitch because of that. Like, I want that to happen. You have to spread out. You can't just stay in one area and really expect to grow in a very fast way. People got to see you on other platforms. So, yeah.
I feel like that's something that we've discussed like a very big importance on in the podcast recently was like the importance of having your social medias talk to each other.
Right.
It's like they can all be based around the same person. They can all be based around the same personality. But sometimes you have to know how to make them bleed. Otherwise, you get those things where it's just like, oh, I didn't know you were doing this thing. And it's like, because you don't follow my Twitter.
Right.
Or like, yo, I didn't know you did Twitch. It's right there. And so it's like
the first thing you see is twitch.tv/BigCheeseKIT or Twitch partner or like something that on the profile. And this is why I inform the individuals too, is that if you're on one platform making videos, making clips, and you wonder why there's like a little slowdown, that's why. Because you have a ton of opportunities as far as going to different social media platforms to reach out to other individuals. And people are still surprised at the fact that people still make videos on Facebook. It's like, yeah, Facebook is one of them too. Like,
yeah,
people share, especially if it's a good highlight, they will share. And if they come directly to your channel from Facebook, then that's a bonus for you because they came from another platform. You can't do everything on one platform and expect growth. You can't. It's not there. It's not possible. You got to stretch. Yoga, okay? You got to stretch. Do it.
It makes sense because, I mean, like, Twitch by now, like, we've talked about it before on the podcast and things like that, where we're kind of sharing the same pool of viewers. Like, everybody who's wanted to hear about Twitch has basically looked it up on their own or seen it on the Amazon Prime boxes, etc. So, yeah, grabbing from other platforms and creating new viewers is very, very important.
Yes.
And honestly, I'm kind of curious maybe what your number one tip for a streamer trying to, be a variety caster, kind of do what you do, what that might be.
Reach out. Just reach out. Like everybody know, okay, you're on a platform. Everybody knows this. Like that's the thing as of now. We know you're on Twitch. Where else are you on? And it's like, okay, the best thing to do is to reach out to other platforms. Like this is your pizza graph, right? If all of this is Twitch,
You're messing up.
Yeah. Like if the whole thing is purple, okay, it's a Gilbert grape. If that's all that it is, then don't expect to, okay, I'm gonna get this many followers this week. I'm gonna get this many subscribers this week. It's not gonna happen because everything is purple. Sometimes you need to add a little blue, add a little red, add a little light blue Twitter, add a little dark blue Facebook. Like just keep adding, social media platforms, that you can be able to reach out, and especially like if you have friends and other buddies that watch your content or share, like will love to share your content, reach out to them too. Emails. You'd be surprised people still check emails, and like, reach out to them like, hey, I made a brand new video, highlight video. Would love for you to check it out in your earliest convenience or whenever you are able to, and people forget that. Shoot. I text my mama sometimes. Hey, mama, I got a new video up. I'm gonna go like it, baby. So like, reach out to family, reach out to friends, reach out to whoever you need to reach out to. That's that's how you will grow. Like if you believe in yourself, if people believe in you, don't stop working. You gotta keep working. And this is the thing with everybody wanting to be this partner or be this big streamer. The work has to come first. You got to put in the work. You can't just stream one time and expect 1 million viewers on one stream. You got to put in the work.
Yeah.
Hard work. Like, as much as people dislike Ninja put in work. Okay. Now he has his own character in Fortnite. Okay. His own character in Fortnite. He has that. And I congratulate him for that, because this is how hard work pays off. Some people probably got the silver spoon in system. It's cool, but he put in work, and I give him credit for that.
Absolutely. And I definitely got to agree with you to where it's just like, if you don't have that part of the pie, like if you don't have pieces of the pie and you just have one whole circle,
right,
you're wasting your time. Because even the other day, I just forgot to hit the tweet button when I was getting ready to stream, and I was like, why is my viewership so low? And I look, and my dumb ass hadn't tweeted. Hit the tweet button, it doubled 5 minutes later, and I was like, oh,
right,
shit.
And it happens, because even with setting things up, and also have the tools. Let me add that on there. Have the tools to get your social media set up too. This might be a little plug. Elgato Stream Deck, what I'm saying? It's my best friend.
Stream Deck.
Okay, it's a savior, because you create multi actions. Press one button and everything just goes out for you. Then you can be able to eat, sip your little orange juice or whatever you got. Then you can prepare yourself to stream after 5 minutes. So, also have the tools to be prepared for your streams and to send out things. Like, you can actually set up you can put a clip on Twitter while you're streaming. You don't have to edit anything.
Yeah.
That can be set up too. Okay, those are ways that you can be able to be like, dang, he's streaming and he's editing at the same time. I mean, a little bit, but still, you can. There are ways for you to. There's so many tools out there for you to just build up your channel, your brand. Use them. Research. Take the time to take those courses. Do that, and you will be able to be successful on any platform you want to go on. Honestly, look at me.
That's true. And I think I've got one last question.
That's a game smile.
Yeah. Kind of going off that. Where do you think is maybe one of the best places to kind of learn or do your research on some of these tools?
Well, you have a lot of platforms that gives you those tutorials, like the Creator Academy, Creator Camp, and then Streamlabs has the Streamlabs University. So they're actually teaching you how to be successful on any platform that you're on, like Twitch, Facebook, wherever you want to go. They're teaching you this stuff. And by all means, use the Streamlabs University courses as well. Now, if you want to go on Twitch, they have the Creator Camp on there. I'm not sure if they have one on Facebook. I know YouTube had one because I did it years ago. And just use those tools. And once you master that craft, put it to something else. Add it towards what you do now. You'll be surprised when, that one time you stream, this wasn't here. But when you do another stream and somebody else see your stream, and be like, yo, I didn't see that. What was that? You saw that? What did you just do? Like it's surprising because you have mastered your craft. You have added to your streams. You've become a better streamer by doing so. Use your tools.
And you guys heard it here from, the wonderful BigCheeseKIT. It's always a pleasure to be able to, sit and talk to you and kind of just learn about just the way that you're just evolving as a creator. And, the amount of bullets that you have in your holster now are just absolutely incredible. I very much look forward to, 2020, seeing all your new stuff.
You.
And truly, it's been an absolute pleasure.
I appreciate it. Humbly, I appreciate you. Thank you, man, because we have history. So it's like seeing where we came from then till now. And Drew, I actually personally want to thank you because like without you actually giving me a tool, and this is the thing here too, always be humble and shout out those that do help you throughout your journey. Drew actually helped me throughout my journey. He taught me the trippy, and the trippy effect I use, which actually flipped everybody's minds. That's all Drew. So I thank you for that.
You made it your own.
Yeah, I made it my own.
It's
but
amazing. It's
you teaching me that Markiplier does it now. Just so you know, he saw your video.
Pretty cool. But yeah, honestly, it's been a pleasure, and I truly appreciate it. And if I remembered how to cry, I could do that. But
it all starts from the fields.
Yeah. But Glitch, it's always amazing to be able to do the podcast with you as well. And
absolutely, man.
Hope you guys have an amazing evening. Are you going back live again, Big Cheese?
No, I got to run some errands. First of all, I got to get me something to eat because I'm hungry. But do I have time for a shout out?
Go for it.
Okay. Shout out to OPC. Yeah, you know me. Shout out to the #1 community in the world, Jesus Crust. Shout out to One World Sports. Shout out to Red Drop. And everybody that is watching this video. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have an amazing evening.
You too.